Good morning, everybody. Facebook, YouTube. Just got out of meditation. It's going to take me a while to make these videos. I'm still processing stuff. And in some ways, it's almost like I've been traumatized. I've noticed things change in the way that I've been experiencing things. That almost are just reactionary. It's like if a person's traumatized by something, and just the thought of it can bring the reaction as if whatever they were traumatized by is actually in their life again, right there in their presence at that moment. And I can't get into the full state of mind that I was in that really brought that overwhelming reaction that I have, or that I get. It's like if I just start to approach that state of mind, I go into this overwhelmed reaction. And it's mental, it's emotional, it's physical, it just hits you on all levels. And then there's words. There's a whole big bunch of information behind language. Here's, the basic bottom line about all this 3D reality just seems to turn everything on its head. Or us on our head, where we see things just so completely backwards and upside down. I don't want to say things are wrong or that we got it all wrong, because there really isn't any wrong way to get it, but we are so fucking far off base. We're going 180 degrees in the wrong direction, really. And our ideas of things, and it's the ideas behind our words. Our words just can't express what the fuck they mean or what they're trying to talk. Like just the word eternity or heaven. We all have ideas what those things mean. And they're wrong. They're not even close. They're just so minute. They might as well be wrong. It's not even close. And our language is like that. Well, the biggest thing I can perceive about language in this experience is how limiting it is. And we've got this idea that language is this great way to express ourselves. And we're really cool because we can speak. And that is so fucking wrong. Look at animals. They don't have language, but they have a hell of a lot more telepathic ability than we do. Figure it out. Language has fucked us up. Words have fucked us up. From developing our telepathic ability to connect and know 1,000 times more than we could ever say in a fucking sentence. Fuck. And this is what I get to work with. I get to try to tell everybody. But there's fucking words that don't work. None of them. There aren't any, and there never will be, because that's what language is. Language is a very limited form of communication. And I don't think it was natural that we ended up with it. I think it was supposed to be a different way. Something bad happened. In our history, way back in the past, and see, there is so much to cover here. And these little things come up, and there is so much behind all of it. But I picked up something about way back in our history that was really bad. Really destructive. In ways that I can't even comprehend. And that's what, this whole reality, just even this 3D reality, consists of 90% of it we can't even see or comprehend. We don't even know. There's so much more to it than we can comprehend. And then we shift from this to 1 billion times more in the next level. Whatever I merged into just dwarfs this all into nothing. And we're only seeing just a very tiny part of what we are right now. And it all gets dwarfed into nothing. Anyway, I'm not functioning great. I'm not forgetting any of this. It's just like burned into me. But the main thing is, is to try to get it out. You know, it's like, if there's some way, here's what, and this is from a perspective from the other side. This is what the whole point of our existence is. This transformation that we go through from not knowing into knowing, the way I did when I merged. That transformation is the most important fucking thing in this universe, baby. And that's why you experience it. You experience it like you're the most important fucking thing in the universe right now. Whew. Man. And the thing is, the whole message is when you get there, it's like, believe this. Believe it more than anything. You're number one. Like beyond God, beyond Christ consciousness. I don't know, because it's not beyond Christ consciousness, because I've seen an upper level where that all happens. We're not even we're doing the most, I don't understand this 3D transformation process. Why is it so utterly important? It's the biggest thing. I mean, we feel so small, and so insignificant, there's just no comprehension from this point of view what we really are. And this is a death process. This is normally what we would go through at death, but it's happening now. And maybe this whole sense of being so number one. I mean, here's the thing. I have to simplify this whole fucking thing into words that are just ridiculous. By the time I try to find a word that works and I put it together, it just sounds ridiculous. It's not even close. But it's as if we're the most, like, important don't even come close. We're the most important thing in the universe. What's that fucking mean? Nobody knows. Not what I'm talking about. And here's the thing, it's inside us, and it's happening. And if I could just get it out and just show it. Just show it. Somehow, you would go through 1 billion. Oh, this thing is so important to be able to show and to experience and make happen that you would go through billions and billions of lives that are just the most miserable existences, trying over and over and over and over, trying to show this. And there's all these things about why we're really here, and that's one of them. Why we keep coming back. And because the whole process is developing this sense of self that is just beyond what we can imagine here now. And it's like, it's the only one in the universe. And it's the most biggest important thing. Wow, sounds ridiculous. I don't even know what the fuck. Anyway, it's so frustrating. I'm going to get this. I'm going to figure out how to fucking do this. More videos are coming. Every day is like this almost. And that's changing too. All these after effects that have been going on since it happened is not the same week by week. It's like, oh, that was these other after effects, and now there's these new ones, and more pieces kind of keep putting things together. I don't trust my mind too much how it remembers things. I'm trying to look at it all very symbolically and not take it very literal, because I know that's how I do. I do that with this reality. You take this reality literal, I take it all symbolically. Anyway, there's so much to tell about the experience. I really do want to just tell the experience. That you can almost put into words that make sense, but when I try just to talk about that part of it, it just takes me into the experience. And that's where you can't talk about it. But when we see it from that side, It is just so much more. This, and we can even we just don't even get a fraction of understanding here. There's no wonder we're all so screwed up. Oh my gosh! There's no wonder we're not to blame for anything. It's like we're looking through a crack. The whole time in our existence here. But at the same time, and it's like so far off track, it makes you feel like, how could this ever be worth anything, this 3D dimension? But it's very important. They're very rare. There's all kinds of universes, billions and billions of universes, but they don't all produce 3D dimensionalities. And then a lot of them that do produce 3D realities don't all produce life and individual self-existence like that, like we can here. This is a rare opportunity. And we don't even understand that. It's so far beyond our grasp, so of course we don't understand it. And, I'm kind of stuck here in the house. I can't get out and talk to anybody lately. It's colder and I'm more laid up. I'm not taking care of things. I've got firewood out there I got to cut up. I haven't cut firewood for a month. I just been burning what I had. And now I run out and I don't care. I'll just try to get by on the heaters. I got all the heaters running. I hope you can hear me over them. Anyway, I got the stove on. Probably jacked that electricity bill up a ton. This heater gave out. I had to order another one. I'm going to have to go buy some wood that's cut. I don't think I'm going to get out there. It's too cold anyway right now. That was the whole point of cutting this earlier. When it wasn't so cold out, I'd have it cut up now when it's too cold. I didn't do it. Couldn't. Yeah. I can't even wash the damn dishes. How am I going to cut wood? I'm trying to do my therapy. I'm not really doing my therapy. And my meditation is weird. It's like I don't change state of mind when I meditate anymore. And I don't know if I'm just stuck in a meditative mind so much, I don't realize it. And anyway, meditation is different. Everything's different. But yeah, language is very limiting. And it's really hard to find decent words that don't sound ridiculous. Don't make... What's the word I want? Ridiculify is what I'm trying to think of. I don't want to make it ridiculous. I don't want to make this sound ridiculous. This is important as fuck. I got to be careful how I say it too. Whatever I say, everything's different now. There's just so much more effect behind everything that I realized. This word Selfation is something that's going to stick. It's going to take off. And this process is coming for all of us. And we're going to need new words. We're going to have to start going beyond language somehow. We just ain't there yet. But it's coming. This is a process of what we've been working towards for, God, how many lifetimes? I don't even know. Billions, maybe. I mean, maybe that number's off somehow. Maybe the number is really hard to say because there are just so many simultaneous existences. It's like there's so many simultaneous existences, there's so many types and versions and replays of existences is because they're trying to get this transformation or even they're just trying to get a 3D reality to occur that this transformation can occur from or within or however it happens. And, it's like you never know when one's going to pop up, so you just got to make a billion of them and see if you get any. Basically, I think what's going on here. This creation is a weird thing. This is not heaven. It's not eternity. And heaven isn't grandma coming to fucking meet you again. Grandma's gone. Everybody we ever loved, known, it's gone when we leave here. And it's not important. You realize that right away. And anytime you think you're going to see your loved ones or have somebody like Jesus or Aunt Betty meet you at the gates of heaven, you're in a delusion. Not what's going on. Just like here, we're in a delusion. And we carry it with us. These beliefs. So it's very important what we begin to believe in. And the only thing that really stays with us is us. Grandma's gone, Jesus is gone, every fucking thing's gone except you. And the only thing you should have been believing in all this time was you. So that you can at least hang on to that when you begin to merge into the next level of existence, whatever it is that we are. That's why self-belief is so important. That's why I'm coming back with this message about increasing our belief in ourselves. And here's the thing. It's what's really cool. You don't have to understand the upper level importance of self-belief and how everything is non-existent. And the only thing that exists is you. And you are the most important thing happening in the universe right now. And I lose my train of thought when I go to places like that. Did I get wrong? It took a while. I had to look at the video to figure it out. There's a synchronization of everything. And when I talk about some of these things, trying to explain to you, who's ever listening to me, that this is going to happen to you. And that this is going to be you who's the most important in the universe. That's completely out of sync with reality right now. That is not occurring right now. And in the future, it is not destined to occur. You have to make that happen. And you aren't making that happen. So when I speak about you doing it, I'm completely out of sync with everything. And the connection gets cut off. And see, this is a big part of it. You know, how do we describe this? And still be able to stay in the connection where you can even describe it. Or just get, completely cut off where you're just back here in 3D like everybody else going, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What I really wanted to mention was, it's a tricky one to get to. It cuts me off right then. It just about cut me off. I got to pause. Man, this is so crazy that it just like wipes my mind clean. And it's actually the core of the whole experience, the core message that I'm bringing back more than anything else. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Excuse me, my eyes watered. And to just say it, I just it's so simple. All we have to do on this level of 3D reality is work on our self-belief. The belief in the individual, the very unique individual that we are. And it doesn't conclude higher self. It doesn't include your soul, although it can unconsciously or, unaware, because that's where a lot of the power of self-belief comes from, within us. But just if you can just increase your self-belief and empowerment of who you are right here. On the upper level, it's happening too. It has below, or has above, so below. And when we're working on self-belief here, we're working on self-belief there. And there, it is a major fucking occurrence. Like universal major. And that's all we got. That's what's up. There's nothing left when we leave this world, this 3D reality, except ourself. And as we merge into the next level of existence, it's a collective, a very powerfully overwhelming collective. You dissolve into it. It's on such a higher frequency. Your individual frequency just can't withstand it, and it gets absorbed into it, and you dissolve. And that's what you don't want. That's what we're trying to work around. With belief, because the only thing that works there, period, beyond this reality, the only thing that works anywhere is belief. It's all run on belief. And when you can establish a new belief, like an individual self, into this whole matrix, it's huge. It's what's fucking up in the whole universe. You're numero uno. Well, that's what this whole selfation and everything I'm trying to do now, and I can already see it working. I can already see it. Anyway, okay, that's got to be enough. I'm probably have to send this in 2 videos because I noticed the other one's kind of long too. I'll have to edit and splice them together. All right, you guys, everybody have a good one. I love you all so much. You guys don't know how much love is important in all this. This is what our minds can't get there. We've got to use our hearts. And I really don't know what I mean by hearts. But we got to shut the mind down. I know what that is. And go with the other part of your awareness that isn't mental. It absorbs information. It doesn't learn. Go that way. All right, I love you so much. And love is the leading factor. Let love lead you deeper and deeper wherever you go. All right, love you.